Well, welcome back to Heading, ladies and gentlemen, for Leeds Super League Round 5, and the Rhinos are back after their journey up to Murrayfield on Saturday. Of course, the disappointment of losing the Challenge Cup is also evident, but certainly that second half performance against the Bulls left them in great spirits. Today's match sponsors are Transco, and the match tour sponsors Austin Signs and Balco. We'll go through the lead side now, and it is 14 Marcus Sittler, 21 Carl Pratt, 22 Chev Walker, 4 Keith Senior, 5 Francis Cummins, 1 and captain Yestin Harris, 7 Ryan Sheridan, 23 Danny Ward, 19 Dean Lawford, 10 Barry McDermott, 11 Adrian Morley, 12 David Barnhill and 13 Kevin Sinfield. And Salford this season certainly began to restructure and are looking a more positive side.
Absolutely. Watchable is the word we've got this year. Two changes today though, without the regular half-backs, Martin Crompton and Darren Brown still injured, so interesting choice. Mark Lee recalled with Simon Spabic as Leeds get it off. We'll go through the Salford team if we get a minute. Normally it's when, but it's if. And in the front row with there's nice relief of old Craig Makin. He was being banned for 3 matches following an incident against Wakefield, but Salford playing much better rugby this term than last term, much more watchable, but for all that not putting the results together so far. Won 2 games nonetheless, and surprisingly that's one more than the Leeds Rhinos at this stage of the season. A long way to go, but this is a ground that Salford just don't win at. We really struggle to think when the last time was that Salford actually won here at Headingley, and I think we have to go back to the mid-70s, Phil. So if that counts for anything, then Leeds are going to be the favourites. Mark Lee with the first kick, but sits nicely for Marcus St. Hilaire.
And St. Hilaire now runs the ball out. He's up over the 20-metre line. Boy, he's eventually brought down there by 16 Paul Hyton. Sheridan finds Pratt. Walker come back on the inside, but actually limited the option for Pratt there. He can start working together with the 2 youngsters there, young centre and wing partners. This is Barnhill, the quarter starting line up tonight. He's up to the 40-metre line. Lawford finds Ward. Ward powers his way up until he's eventually brought down by Alka. Now Lawford goes quickly from dummy half, finds McDermott, powers out of the first tackle, looks to get the ball away but can't. And this is the last tackle for Leeds, and they're on the 40. And he chips ahead by Sheridan. Sheridan, like broad bench bounce is difficult for him. He eventually takes his time and fields it well and brings it out to the 10-metre line.
Yeah, good for lovely fixes from both teams with the defences just about on top. So one of the questions will be whether the Rhinos have any hangover from Saturday's big occasion at Murrayfield. I think to many neutral observers, the Rhinos finished up the better and the stronger team, and in many ways unlucky to go down against a Bradford Bulls team that didn't really play that convincingly in the second half. Gary Broadbent to pull back to Salford. Nice little pass from Mark Lee. Mark Lee recalled in place of Martin Crompton. Old stages, Mark Lee. Martin of fire, hungry for the ball. Little kick through. Well, that's a shoulder there, but still toying it. Pinckney's going on now. Martin of fire's got a chance. Still kicks it and runs and forward. Oh, but that's well taken. Brilliant defence, but a great attack. Opportunity gone.
Yeah, it's a great display from both sides there. Attack from Salford. They seem to had nothing going for him. The fire put the little kick through. Cummins did well to chase and put a fire off, but then it was Carl Pratt who jetted across from his wing to make sure the danger was repelled. Now this is Sheridan out to Harris dummies and can just make an extra couple of metres, and he's eventually brought down. This is Lawford, finds Walker looking to find a gap, but he's brought down there by Paul Southern. Now Lawford, short ball to Ward up to the halfway line. Of course Danny Ward made his full debut for the Rhinos last year at the Willows. He'll be looking for a longer game in that one because he was not concussed in that game at the Willows last year. But again, a good attack from the Rhinos, keeping the pressure on, and certainly each side testing each other out, looking for the first break.
End-to-end stuff. Salford attack, but in different circumstances. If the ball had been able to sit up cleanly for a fire to take, then it could have been in his hands. It could have been a try from the Salford Reds. But in response, these Rhinos do throw their own six and finish up inside Salford territory. Salford any support. Malcolm offering really much. Good line from the Salford Reds. Martley, little kick through. Oh, the shot. Pinkney takes it in space. Comes inside. Oh, obstruction. Not given. Pinkney still goes. Yes, it is. The referee now gives it. And good thinking from the Salford Reds, and the penalty delight. This is that down there, no doubt. Good intention.
Worrying aspect there was Carl Kirkpatrick had a long look at that, actually shook his head and said no penalty, and then had a look at his touch judge and then changed his mind exactly. Could be a worrying trend for the game. And so now Lawford, dummies to McDermott, finds Sheridan. Ward having a good game, his young Danny Ward, in these opening 4 minutes of the match. 0-0 the score though. Lawford goes to the blind side, finds Sheridan. Sheridan out to Senior pushes off the first tackle there from Jason Nichol before he's eventually brought down. Sheridan finds Morley. Morley looking to find an opening, a gap where he can power his way through against his hometown club. Now Sheridan out to Harris. Harris, dummies once, dummies twice, then gives the ball to Sheridan, to Sinfield rather. Sinfield up 7 metres out from the Reds line. Lawford to Harris. Harris going on the short side with Walker. Has Walker made it to the line? No, it's knock on. Referee Carl Kirkpatrick. So was it the last tackle? So it'll be scrum, head and feet to the Reds on their 10-metre line.
Real good attack from the Rhinos though, putting real pressure on the Salford defence. And maybe the pressure of the defence that forced the error. Still scoreless. Salford Reds, positive play from them. Not real Baines. Oh, releases the ball, picked up. Ball passed, knocked to hand, but still safely with the Salford City Reds. Martley, oh no, that's Simon Spavic with the kick. Oh, now what's the referee going to... Oh, it's gone backwards. Oh.
Jogged it 3 times there, Marcus St-Hilaire, but he's eventually brought it up to the 40-metre line. Cool as you like, Marcus St-Hilaire never gets flustered, although it certainly doesn't do the supporters any favours. Kind of 2 grey hairs amongst these supporters. Now Lawford finds it out to Sinfield. Sinfield backs off the first tackle from Spavic, but Southern's in there as well to pull him down. This is Harris. Harris has McDermott to one side, dummy to McDermott, but then passes to Morley. Morley can't take the pass or bench the left. The referee decides to go back to the scrum, but certainly looking full of fire, the Rhinos, so that ball stuck with much stopping Adrian Morley, who was on an exit missile. Yes, certainly, and they just have to keep their minds on the game and make sure the defence is tight. Certainly defence has been the key for both sides in this opening encounter. 7 minutes gone. And I imagine that whoever can get that first break will be a vital score.
Great take by David Barnhill. He had a big game on Saturday, I thought, Barnhill.
Certainly had a big impact when he came in off the bench in that second half. And a touch of relief from the Rhinos fans there to see a bomb defused after the worries of last Saturday. Now Lawford finds Morley. Morley this time keeps hold of the ball and takes it up hard and strong. Lawford now to Ward. Ward coming to McDermott. This tries to take it up. Can he get the offside away? No. Tackle strong there from Mike Wainwright. Harris from Barney looking for a gap. Close running quickly on him there. Harris puts across field's kick. Senior and Cummings are chasing. There's plenty of pressure here on Nick Pinkney. Morley's in there as well on the chase. and Harris chasing his own kick. Still the tackle hasn't gone in. It does eventually by Morley and Lawford, and he's brought down 12 metres out from his own right.
Yeah, that's a great pick-up by Nick Keeping. Under a lot of pressure going across field, and not only did he take the ball cleanly, he stayed in the field of play and made one forward in the end. Half-time heater, Martin firing balls again. And they're finding open, coming a long way around to find it. But in the end, runs into Francis Cummings to the great cheers and perhaps relief even from the Rhinos supporters. But the Fire enjoying that now, Jason Nichols. Big strong man, and releases the ball. Great play from the Reds. Perhaps a bit dangerous, but now Southern's clear. Now where's his support? Hawker's on his right. You see Hawker. Can Hawker go all the way? The cover's coming quickly. Hawker's down. Great cover tackle. Brilliant cover defence. But Salford's still going, and the Fire's going on his own, and he's going to be stopped just before the line. Or is he over? The referee's going to consult, and it's going to be a try because he's over the line. Oh, fabulous from the Salford City Reds point of view. The break up the middle. Paul Southern did the damage. That pace went to the 20. Malcolm Hawker in support, but the colour on Hawker, who got over to stop him first time, was it Carl Pratt. Brilliant defence from him. But for all that, the Salford attack had the momentum, and Martin Afire was there for the first points of the evening.
Certainly plenty of distance needed. I think a big vocal reception in the South Stand, and he does duly pushed up wide. So that's 4-0 to the Reds after 11 minutes.
And I think we just have to scratch the head to think when Salford were actually in the lead, with the opening lead, at the opening score of the game. We had that match at the Boulevard, and they were 12-0 down before they took the ball. And it didn't start too well against the Wildcats, but always nice to get the first score. But long way to go, Phil. I do remember that Salford had one of their best halves of rugby here in the first half last season before getting thoroughly trounced in the second half. But always nice to have the first score on the board. Full running from a standing start. Malcolm Hawker. To create the open for that try. Sensibly hangs on to the ball. Mark Lee has a go to 420. Runs deep.
St Hilaire collects it, takes it up over the 30, still going. St Hilaire's eventually brought down there by 22, Mark Lee. Now Lawford finds Sheridan. Sheridan has Senior outside of him. He gets the ball out to now. Senior, can he get a break on? He's pulled down there by Mickle, who seems to have a swinging arm at him. Now Sheridan finds Simple out of the halfway line. Dummies, but he's eventually brought down there by Neil Baines. Now Lawford goes quickly from dummy half, feeds back inside to McDermott. McDermott feeds it out to Ward. Ward to Morley. Morley looking for a half break. He dummies twice with Morley, still going. Eventually brought down 18 metres out from the Salford line. Tackle to spare for the Rhinos. This is Harris. Harris has things it outside in. This is out for Walker. Walker, if he can get the ball away, he goes himself. Oh, unfortunate there for the young man. He's beat Martin Afire hands down. This is Harris. Harris with a little cover kick through. Can Ward collect it? Oh, it's pushed dead by Salford. It'll be a drop out, and good pressure from the Rhinos.
Absolutely, the 2-to-1 overlap looked all on a try then, but it was Walker who just hung on, and the last ditch defence from Webber was brilliant, but the pressure still on the Salford City Reds defence.
So this will be a big test now for the Reds. The Rhinos come back at them for another set of 6. Gifted Harris giving words of encouragement to his team. Adrian Morley just giving the jimmy up. Make sure they keep this intensity up, because that line will break. This is Barnhill. Barnhill powers his way up over the 30. So he's eventually brought down there by Lee. Lawford finds Sheridan. Sheridan dummies to Ward, and then just takes the tackle himself on the 20. Harrison at first receiver. Gets the ball now. He finds Morley. Morley powers his way up, but he's brought down there by Savage. Now Lawford quickly from dummy half. Dummies to Harris. Now to Senior. Senior to Harris. Harris running across the line, looking for gaps. Still going Harris. Dives it out to Walker. Walker out to Pratt. And Pratt dives to the line. He can! And no one deserves it more than Carl Pratt. He's been in absolute sensational form in this opening quarter of the game. Ball came to us there. The run from Barnhill drew the Salford defence. They were claiming there was a block there. Mark Lee still talking to the referee. But the try is given. Harris is on the run around, finds a gap and tips the ball over. And certainly Carl Pratt has been playing outstanding in this opening quarter. No one deserves it more. Game on, 15 minutes on 4-all. Harris now with the conversion attempt from 21 metres out. Rapturous applause for Carl Pratt as he returns. And certainly that's been that highlight so far. Walker and Pratt on that side. And as if there was any doubt about it, Iestyn Harris adds the extra 2 points. And he was a player who was in a sensational form at Murrayfield, especially in that second half for the Rhinos on Saturday. Kicking them over from all places. I think that's why half the Leeds fans are getting so excited, because they knew that if they did get that try, Leeds and Iestyn Harris would certainly get the conversion up at Murrayfield, and that was why it was such a sure thing. And he adds another 2 points for his season. A great season of Harris so far.
One of the differences between Salford and Leeds, Salford this season just don't have a goal kicker. The tries were in almost identical positions, but your conversion was great conversion.
This is Barnhill, who's caught the Reds' eyes. Lawford finds McDermott. Powers his way, still going, big bang at McDermott. Just short of the 30-metre line, as he's eventually brought down. Lawford finds Sheridan out to Harris inside to Morley, but Morley waiting for him there, weighing like one of his tacklers down towards Travic. Now Harris dummies to Ward and just takes the tackle himself again. Travic in there, good tackle. Lawford finds McDermott. Simple ball behind him, but he tried to shift the ball on quickly to Barnhill, but it was too far behind Barnhill. Couldn't just get both hands onto it, knocked it on, and Salford will have head and feet this scrum inside the Rhinos half.
Difficult players this stage of the game now. Releases the ball. Who wants it? Ball to him, so that's mine. Really ready for it. Easy take.
And Carl Pratt pulls away there. Certainly an early contender for man of the match, Carl Pratt. He's only 18 minutes gone though. This is Danny Ward, another youngster who's looked impressive this opening encounters. Now Lawford finds Harris. Harris has senior outside him. Dummies and going still going. Iestyn Harris. Iestyn Harris finds Francis Cummins. Francis Cummins. This is a foot race between him and Pinckney. Who's going to make it? Is Francis Cummins going to get there? He is, you know. No. Wonderful chase by Pinckney. He's saying a double mover, strange. I can't imagine Francis Cummins, he's not that daft, but that's the decision been given.
Wonderful foot race that was by both players. Cummins had the opening and had the pace, and Pinckney, the other defenders would have just let him go, not Nick Pinckney. Really raced back, hard back did Pinckney. And right at the death, that's a dangerous pass. Well made save though by Broadbent. But right at the death, Pinckney timing his tackle just over it. The referee adjudged that Cummins made a double movement, and that is a very key part of this game. That is, Neil Baines shrugging off a big hit. That really would have extended the lead under the sticks as it's overcoming striding back. Brilliant try saving tackle from Nick Pinckney. Salford losing it well, going through the hands. In each other's way, but all right, says touch judge and referee, and it was a flat pass. The defence was there for it. Little defence. This time Graham Smith can't save a dummy. Simmons and Morley putting down. To go quickly for Mark Lee. Little kick over. Mark Lee's there with a chase. Can't get it. Well picked up by Barnhill. Another. Barnhill's just have the edge on defence, I think, now.
Yeah, it's noticeable they have turned up a gear and looking to get the points. Now they've got their sails up. Walker there carrying his way through. 45 metres out from his own line. Lawford finds Ward. Ward bounces off the tackle of Olsen and he's brought down just over the halfway line. It's Jamie Matthew will be coming on at some point. Just finishing his final warm-up. McDermott offloads to centre leg. Still going centre leg. And he's just caught by the ankles there. Now Sinfield inside to Morley, but the ball spins out again from Morley. They're offside, says referee Carl Kirkpatrick. And he gets a big cheer from the Leeds fans. So it certainly Leeds are really turning the heat up now on the Reds. 21 minutes gone, 6-4 to the Rhinos. A quick tap from Harris. This is Sinfield. Sinfield dummies. He's a little shimmy, but he's brought down just on the 10-metre line. Showing the attacking options that Leeds want to play now. This is Sheridan. Pass it to Walker. Walker wasn't ready for it. This is Carl Pratt who's coming across the field. Still going Carl Pratt. Finds Adrian Morley. Adrian Morley looks to power his way through. He finds out to Key Senior. Key Senior to score. And there's no denying it this time. Key Senior stretches an arm out to score the try. And certainly no question this time. The power and strength for Senior. And that's why he was brought to Leeds. A big, powerful centre who is so hard to hold up to it on the line. We've seen it so many times with Sheffield in his time there, but we've not quite seen the best of the air Leeds. But certainly that's one of his trademarks, his power and his strength, his ability to hold the man off and touch the ball down when it's down. Let's see what else can do. Oh, he's got the distance, but not the direction. Goes to the left of the post. So no card for yesterday in the kick goal competition. So now the Reds have to kick off against the Leeds. The pitch looking in remarkably good condition considering the amount of rain we've had here at Headingley. Credit to the work of Ian Barber and his staff, the groundsman here at Headingley. It was a game of rugby union 24 hours ago on the pitch, and certainly it's not showing the wear and tear that some other pitches are in the country. So, Summit kicks off. Back to left. Finds McDermott to do the hard yard, and he keeps going with Barry McDermott. He makes it up to the 25 out from his own line. This is Ward, driven on by his pack leader, McDermott. Ward now wants to impress. Looks to be pushed there. Neil Baines, always alert, trying to claim that he dropped the ball. That was Barnhill. Barnhill makes it up to the halfway line. Now Sheridan to Harris. Harris, couldn't collect. It bounced off his thigh. Morley unable to make the tackle. Ball's popped out there, and Sheridan certainly looks only to be Ryan Sheridan in the tackle, but referee Carl Kirkpatrick says that Dean Lawford was also in there, but a brief announced, and Salford had the penalty, and so much will kick to the touchline.
Kick over, going and going, taken by Cummings, not into play, so cases are there, and a good defence, good tackling by the Salford City Reds, keeps the Rhinos behind their own line. So sound defence from Leeds. Passing a bit of inspiration.
Tony McDermott coming on, and Jamie Matthew coming on, I would imagine. 26 minutes gone, so that's the usual pattern, and Matthew gets an immediate impact on the game. The keeper puts a big hit in there on James Smith. To drive up the field and put the pressure on, and suddenly all that hard work is for nothing. Now Sheridan finds Harris. Harris has Senior outside and he's dropped short. Now Senior has the ball and he bursts through the line, does Keith Senior, and he's brought down 33 metres out from his own line. This is Sheridan. Sheridan to Harris. Harris dummies to centre lane, then finds Walker. Walker still going. Eventually brought down, is he? Yes, on the halfway line. Lawson finds Barker, lining up an impressive game for the Rhinos. He makes up for the 40-metre line, tackles to spare for the Rhinos. Now this is Harris, finds Matthew, a substitute, just gone. Drives his way up, he's brought down there by Alta. Now this is Harris again, Harris to Sheridan, Sheridan finds Senior, Senior comes back inside, looking for the players, Keith Senior, but he's just overrun him and Francis coming. Now Morley finds Sheridan, has to take it high, did well though. Kicks to the corner. Gary Broadbent's underneath this, takes the bomb. Jumps while he was in the field of play. So there was a question over that one, so he certainly made a big point of jumping. It would have been fairly obvious to see, but Neil Baines won't be happy about that. He's had to do all that running and he'll be absolutely shattered now, and he's come to nothing.
Nichols seen an opening and going for it. He's going and going. Brilliant defence. Great running from Jason Nichols. Created an opening that wasn't there. Forward at great pace. Salford still needs to go forward. Nicely reversed pass. All this is kicked through to the end of play. And Senior really quite comfortably makes that save. And again, Salford just running that.
Yeah, it was really great from Nichols. Senior's gone down now. And his fortune's holding his shoulder. This is Morley. Morley drives it up, bounces out of the first tackle. Senior looks to be in some degree of pain. This is Sheridan, rather. Oh, deliberate blocking there by Neil Baines. Absolute. It was like Ryan Sheridan was flat out on the floor. There was no way he was going to get up again. This is Harris. Takes it quickly, looking for runners. One of those runners is Lee Jackson, who's just come on for Leeds. Still going Harris. This is Walker. Chev Walker, can he go to the line? Oh, looking for runners. Oh, that was wonderful stuff for the Rhinos. Great inventive attacking play. And I think Gary Broadbent could be finding himself in a sin bin here, is he? No, Carl Kirkpatrick bottles it and decides not to give it.
I don't think Broadbent is holding him down at all. It's a great message from Broadbent. This is another possible shot.
So Harris sticks to the touchline. This is Jackson, who's just come on for Lawford. Now Jamie Matthew, he powers his way up and bounces off Alta. 12 metres out from the red line. Jackson finds Sheridan. Sheridan to Ward. Ward. How would he love to get his first senior try for the club? Jackson weighing up the options at dummy half. One of them Sheridan, the other side Harris. He finds Sheridan, changes the move back inside. This is Harris, but it was well read there. Ball's gone out now to centre leg. Centre leg, skips out the first tackle, but he's eventually brought down. 7 metres out from the red line. Jackson goes to the short side, finds Harris. This is Barney on the run around. And that is textbook rugby league. absolutely textbook. From the minute they've kicked the penalty to the touchline, Leeds have known exactly what they're doing there. They've fed it one way, Jackson's gone to the left, then back to the right, then Marnell on the run around has collected the ball to score, and that is absolute textbook stuff from Leeds. So that's gone from one end of the field to the other from Leeds, and it's just cut Salford apart.
Salford are attacking to this one. No doubt about that. Another two as reliable as ever. And that, unfortunately, is Salford City Reds at the moment on attack, looking good. Great.
Yes, 16-4, 32 minutes gone. Slavic gets the game back underway. Kick is eventually fielded by Harris, who finds Sinfield. Sinfield brought down there by Mike Wainwright. Jackson finds Morley. Morley still going, Adrian Morley, powering his way up the field over the 30-metre line. Good run there from Adrian Morley. Considered by many to be unlucky to miss out on the Lance Todd Trophy on Saturday. Harris spins in the tackle. He's brought down just short of the halfway line. Back inside to Ward. Ward, he's brought down just inside the Reds' half. Jackson finds Barnhill. Barnhill inside to Walker. Walker looking for a break that didn't come for him, but it's the last tackle for Leeds. What can they produce? This is Harris with ball in hand. Kicks to the corner. Cummins and Senior are chasing. Pinkney just had to collect. Senior has to change his direction. Sheridan chasing the kick. Still going is Pinkney, but he's eventually brought down there. Great tackle by Chev Walker.
Great clearing run from Pinkney. He had to work hard to take the ball. He did it positively and decisively, and wasn't afraid of coming right across the middle of the foot to win it clear. It's really happening.
Going for the 40-20, didn't work out. This is St-Hilaire coming across the field. Towards one of the two of his own players. Spencer brought down there by 14. Joe Farraro just come on for the Reds. St-Hilaire's taking a knock there in the tackle. This is Walker. Walker coughs the ball up in the tackle though. This is the ball that goes to a fire. Fire's made a half break. But Jackson and Sheridan in the tackle. And he's pulled into touch. Oh no, he's picked up a mysterious injury. Well, it's always a funny situation when you see a player do that. Something goes horribly wrong and suddenly the hamstring feels a bit tight or something like that.
No, not that. But again, another half break for Salford Reds, and you got the sense to feel if that was the other way around and Leeds was scored from that situation, whoever got the ball, whether it was Pratt or Cummins. Unfortunately, Salford Reds couldn't get themselves back into the game.
Harris goes down, made a half break. Harris still going, yes, and Harris still going. The in chase, taps around the ankles. A great tackle there by Jason Nichols, and a good first half for the Reds. Now Cummins finds out to Jackson. Jackson out to Sinfield. Sinfield finds Barnhill, has to take it. Starts kneeling on the floor as he slips on the turf. Great break by Yestin Harris there. Now this is Matthew, dummy to Sinfield, who was taken out in back play. Jackson finds Sheridan. Sheridan has Morley outside him, finds Danny Ward on the run around. Ward still has the ball, but he's brought down there by Wainwright. Sheridan, they've stacked up on this side of Leeds. Harris finds Senior. Senior just keeping hold of the ball eventually. Last tackle now for Leeds. What can they do with it? This is Harris. Harris puts the kick. It's right between the posts. Is it going to run dead though? It is. There's too much legs on it there. It just runs dead, and Salford will be able to come away with the ball there, and they'll be glad to get out of that situation.
loses the ball, loses possession.
Great alertness from Jackson as well to leap on that ball. This is Sheridan to Sinfield pushes off Broadbent and offloads. Oh, it looked like it was going to Sheridan, and St-Hilaire came leaping in to get it. And just that pass, had it gone, Leeds, we've got 3 minutes to go in this half. And the game itself getting a little sloppy in the last sort of 5-7 minutes. And, two tired teams by looks of things. If you look at it, just get things on pose, and maybe if either side can get a score before half time, set things up nicely.
They didn't play on Saturday. Too good, Salford Red not able to find that something special to hold it at the moment. Back away, back to the 10-metre line. Walker, drives it away. Walk down there by 5 mile now on the 20-metre line. Ward comes round. Paul Southern, but he's eventually caught by the ankles on the 30-metre line. This is Matthew dummy, so he's got no one outside him, so no one was going to buy that dummy. Jackson now to Sheridan looking for the 40-20. He's just scuffed off his boots, and so it barely makes a 40-40 until he's brought down there just short of halfway line. Sensing that this is Salford's last chance this half to try and put points on the board. They're there again. Surging forward. The 10-metre. Well, now can Salford do something in these dying seconds of the half. Now releases the ball nicely. Abbott. Passing 5 past to 5 Marlow. 5 Marlow's seen the line, and he's there. And the referee's going to take a long look at it. The Salford fans like it. And the referee said that's a good try, and he certainly was. Mark Lee just held the ball up in the middle, and the Stavic took it further forward, and then Marlow sensed that the line was there and did just the right thing, powered his way over to bring Salford back into this one just on the stroke of half-time, just when it looked as though things were going comfortably the way of the Rhinos. Salford with a rare attack.
Practice in the first half, and Leeds are taking complete control. They haven't managed to get the points. Probably their possession reserve, they haven't created their chances, and that is the half-time rule of 16 points to 10 in favour of the Rhinos, and certainly plenty to play for that in the second half. Back for the second half, Leeds just making their way out. I'm not sure what John Harvey will have said to the rest. They're out very early, a good 2 minutes before the Rhinos. Desperate to get the game back underway, so obviously it wasn't very nice to see in the dressing room, and no, the fellow that puts it, I can't believe that, or they wanted to get away from the stinging words of their coach and get on with the job. Now it trails 10 points to 16, but the Rhinos will be looking to finish off what they've begun in the first half. No changes in the Rhino side. Half time. Where is it? No, Andy Hayes come on. I think it's Adrian Morley's come on for. Yes, it is indeed. So Hay on, Morley off. half-time interval for the Rhinos. Walker drives it up by Milo, and Southern pulling down on the 30-metre line. Sheridan finds out to Harris. This is Andy Hayes. This is the South Stand against the King name. Tries to score a course up at Murrayfield. Now, this is Sinfield. Dummies looks to go himself. Offloads out the back door. Sheridan's gone backwards though. And the ball came firing out there. Ryan Sheridan put one hand to it. Two within the better option. And the three Kirkpatrick. He knocks it on there as he hit his hand. And so Leeds going to have to do some defending until we get the first chance to attack.
Going to get it and score. That is brilliant start for the Salford City Reds, and the fans love that one. It was the crossfield kick that part of struck the defence a little bit by surprise, and then that ball sat up so nicely for Gary Broadbent, who was charging forward with a couple of other Salford players in support, and that is just what Salford City Reds wanted at the start of this half. A try that brings them back to 16-14 and a conversion to come, and the Salford City Reds travelling supporters are happy with that one.
Right in front of the post, 43 minutes gone, so just 3 minutes into the second half, and Steve Sarantrovic ties the game up at 16-all and sends the ball flying into someone's back garden back there. So Leeds now restart the game and be looking to get themselves back in front as soon as possible.
So if that score doesn't motivate the Salford City Reds, I don't know what will. 16 points over, 3 minutes into the second half. And so it's 2 tries for the City Reds in the minute before and 2 minutes after half time that have brought them back into this game. That's a tricky start. Okay. Oh, great take from Malcolm Alter. Oh, but it's lost the ball. Oh, and Leeds have it immediately.
Just what Leeds wanted. This is Barnhill. Jackson finds Matthews dummies and looks to go himself, but he's brought down there by Baines. Leeds now fired up, looking to go. There's a penalty to Leeds. Jamie Matthew under an altercation there. Easton Harris looks to dummy and go himself, but referee Carl Kirkpatrick says he wants to have a long chat here with Jamie Matthew. Baines and Matthew and they chat to the referee, calming things down. Penalty was to Leeds, we'll see if he's going to change anything. No. Still Leeds and starting. Mr. Harris is going to give the Rhinos the lead again, hopefully with this kick.
Kick-off for the ability to Harrison's got the ability to control the ball, do almost whatever he wants to. It just went miles in the air without going any great distance. Also, I thought did brilliantly well to turn and stop him, and then all of a sudden really to stop the block, and he has a chance for 2 points as a man.
Harris just to the left of the post. Fires a low kick straight over the post. And so it gives the Rhinos an 18-16 lead again. The lead that is not the score. And so they'll get the ball back now, and if they can keep the pressure on, keep the same intensity they had. And they came straight back from that early try by Broadbent in this second half, they'll surely get some more scores. but you can't take anything for granted in this game. Harris collects, Sheridan rather collects the kick-off. Now this is Barnhill still going, just short of the 30-metre line. Jackson wants the ball quickly. He gets it eventually. Walker, dummies, looks to go himself. But Fine Marlowe's waiting for him there. Puts the tackle in. Jackson to Ward. Ward is having an extended run in this side. And then he thought he might be the first player to cross, but he's well into the second half now. This is Matthew. Matthew drives it up just short of the 40-metre line. Tackles to spare for the Rhinos still. Jackson finds Hay. Hay pushes away, but he pulls back. Last tackle now for Leeds. Harris has ball in hand. Puts a little reverse kick through. Are they onside? It's Senior and Cummings in the chase, but well done by Pinckney. Now this is Broadbent, quick running away, but he's eventually brought down. No, he's still going. Sheridan puts the tackle in and drives him back to the 20-metre line.
And Pinckney really is excelling on defence. A number of times he's had to run back and take a ball, a difficult ball at pace, and he's done it every time so far convincingly like that, and rescue the situation for Salford City Reds. There's a good little surge from Chris Tassel. Malcolm Alker. Tassel goes on his own again. Good strength from him. Into the Rhinos half. Little kick over into space. The runners are there. Oh, so unlucky. What a chance already for the Rhinos.
Yeah, certainly you've seen some gaps there. Now Salford, they've been looking for that little chip all night long. Obviously I haven't seen the video on Saturday. This is Cummings. Cummings looks to have made a break, but he's pulled down there by Alter. This is Jackson, finds Pratt. Pratt has Walker outside, still going Carl Pratt, comes back inside. Still going Carl Pratt, skips out of the first tackle. Still going Carl Pratt, finds St-Hilaire, tackle though. 23 metres out from the Salford line. Now the crowd pick up. This is Harris, takes the ball one-handed, finds Matthew. Matthew to Ward. Ward cuts inside, up to the 10-metre line. Good run in there from the young Danny Ward. Now this is Sheridan. Sheridan fires it out wide to Senior. He's looking for his second try. Gets the ball away now to Jackson. Jackson to Harris. Harris dummies, goes one way, then the other, then back to Sinfield. Sinfield steps and goes, but Alker's there with the tackle. Last tackle now for Leeds. Jackson finds Harris. Harris, a wide ball out to Senior. Senior tries to put a little double kick through. Was there a knock on there? There was. The Leeds have the ball back again. And claiming they were dragged in a touch, but hadn't even done anything, Leeds there. They were just. And so now referee Kirkpatrick's having a long chat to the Salford players. Strange bit of passage of play there. This is Jackson. Jackson kicks it back to get the full 10. Then runs back himself to collect the ball. And Salford just wandering upfield. Oh, they're nowhere near the 10. Oh, that's ludicrous. Now Jackson finds Sheridan. Sheridan has Danny Ward on the runaround. Danny Ward looks to drive over the line himself, but can't. He's just caught short. Now Sheridan to Harris. Harris finds St-Hilaire on the runaround. Still going Marcus St-Hilaire. He finds Chev Walker, who finds Carl Pratt, who touches down in the corner. And will he be given the try? He will indeed. Whoa, great stuff there. Chev Walker kept his cool, kept his head, passed out the board to Carl Pratt, who did an acrobatic dive into the corner. 10 points for the dive for Carl Pratt, who collects his second try. So much was made when he first came to the club, just talented youngster, but hasn't really met that form or that potential, and could we now be seeing that? Harris now has just got the legs, it has, but it hasn't got the direction, just to the right of the post. And so 22-16 it is to Leeds. And now Headingley's buzzing, and then Leeds will get the ball back now to continue that pressure on the Reds. And now Savage gets the game back on the way, tries a short one. Lee Jackson has to duck out the way at low-flying aircraft. This is Barnhill. Barnhill drives it up, and is eventually brought down there by Mark Lee. Now Walker did so well to get that ball away, powers his way up to the 30-metre line. Jackson wants the ball quickly, he gets that ball. This is Sheridan, finds Harris. Harris has runners outside him, but it goes himself. He's eventually pulled down by the ankles just short of the halfway line. Jackson goes to blind side, looking to make a quick run. This is Senior. He offloads out to Jackson. Now McDermott is back on the field. McDermott powers his way, and out the back door to Cummins. Cummins comes back across, he finds Sheridan. Sheridan still going. I need Joe Milo to beat, and he's not going to stop him. Great stuff by the Rhinos, getting the ball away. Jackson ever alert, ever keen to what's going on. And it's no surprise the reintroduction of Barry McDermott gives Leeds forward momentum, and Ryan Sheridan spins and turns out of the tackle there to score. Some debate over Francis Cummins' forward pass, but runs straight across the field. Great running by Francis Cummins, and wonderful try from Ryan Sheridan.
Yeah, well, all these other lads around me are seeing the forward pass that the referee didn't see at all. And just as the Reds have come back into it, 2 tries, go for gear from the Rhinos, and the Reds are chasing the game again. Let's hope heads don't go down after that one. And yeah, sucker punches in many ways. Great momentum from the Rhinos. Great momentum from the Rhinos. Reds just not able to get back in numbers to cut it out, although during the build-up there was some excellent tackling by the Reds before the final break to give the try. And right at the end the Reds were still trying to hang on. But it's the Rhinos that are now taking a fairly impressive lead, 28-16.
Walker powers it up. 28 out from his own line. Jackson finds Matthew. Matthew runs across, but Farmano and Southern in the tackle, but he's shot them off, and he's up to the 40-metre line. It's Jamie Matthew. Now this is McDermott runs over Walker, but gets the ball away to Jackson. Jackson gets it to Harris. Harris. Now the Rhinos are looking to show their flair. This is Andy Hay. Andy Hay over the 40-metre line. Good running there from the Great Britain second row. Jackson finds Sheridan. Sheridan has runners outside him, but he's still going himself, is Sheridan. He's eventually pulled down. 15 out from the red line. This is Harris. Harris inside to McDermott. McDermott still looking to go. Jackson finds Matthew. Matthew to Sinfield. Sinfield inside to Barnhill rather. Barnhill offloads to Matthew. Out to Harris. Still going Leeds. This is Harris to the line. Oh, and he scores underneath the post. And the smile is back on the face of the Leeds Rhinos. Offloading the ball, playing attractive stuff and scoring tries. The South Stand roars, everyone's a happy winner now. There was some concern when they got back to 16-all, but they've got a penalty for Harris, and now 3 quick tries in consecutive sets of 6, and the Rhinos are laughing. Even Phil Michael accepts that to a quality try. As Harris adds the extra 2 points, and the Rhinos stretch the lead. Ronnie the Rhino gives his trademark caterpillar down on the touchline side. He's a happy man. He said about the head shopping for Salford. That's certainly there. The offloads, not putting the tackles in, has cost them dear.
Yeah, well, I didn't see it as heads going down. I think they were really trying then to put them down. I actually thought they'd gone up a little notch in the tackling. It's just they couldn't make it count. And at the end of it, the handling from the Rhinos was just faster than the Salford tackling, and they had many support and playing excellent rugby league. James on the top. Oh, here we go. Up again quickly. Salford can't this time come up with one. 34-16 it is. So Salford with the short kick-off proving successful. Still out there. There's been a change on the Salford side. I think it's Neil Baines who's gone off. Easy hit. Mark Lee not happy about something. Malcolm Alker goes off on his own though. Great little pace from Malcolm Alker. Salford got working hard, talking to each other. James Smith back on the field. Got no way through, so last one already. Mark Lee taking him up. Pass midfield kick. Broadbent's there, chasing again. Makes the tackle, good defence, good play from the Reds.
Jackson looking sound underneath that ball. This is Saint-Hilaire, looks to come away. He's up to 8 metres out from his own line. 34-16 to the Rhinos. 56 minutes gone. This is Harris. Dummies to Walker, but couldn't quite get away. He's brought down there by Jason Webber. Now, ball out to Jackson. Jackson puts it across the line to McDermott. McDermott just drives it up straight, looking to get the offload away. He does eventually, but puts his teammate in more pressure. And Andy Hay won't be buying Barry a drink for that one. Hospital pass. But the ball gets away now. This is Keith Senior. Keith Senior out to Francis Cummins. It's a foot and 8 race now. Broadbent and Cummins. And Cummins has done Broadbent and scored in the corner. No, he's been pulled up. Great defence there. Well, showing real pride now, the Reds. Now this is Sheridan. Sheridan looks to come across. Ball looks to be knocked forward first by Salford, was it? Broadbent had been beaten certainly at fullback, but a great cover tackle there from Salford, showing real pride and conviction in their tackles there. Wonderful stuff.
That was fantastic defence from the Salford Reds. Broadbent, you'd have thought he'd have got Cummings, but he didn't that time. But I'm sorry, I failed to pick up who it was. Perhaps it was Nick Pinkney back there, but I try saving tackles, and you never know if the game is going to change. It isn't looking as though it's going to raise. It looks as though this second half performance from Leeds is getting stronger as the night goes on. But that was brilliant defence from Salford, and considering it's 34-16 down, that was a superb example of gritty determination. When all seemed lost and a try on the cards, the defender appeared from nowhere. Malcolm Walker's oh dear, Jason Webber. Just a knock on, and Salford working hard, but to no avail.
So we see a debut appearance here now for Graham Mackay as he comes on for Keith Senior. And it'll be a struggle here. It's quite the difference between Keith Senior and Graham Mackay. Very similar fellas. Big bald heads, massive guys in the centres. Number 33, Graham Mackay, making his debut for the Rhinos. See how he can maybe make an impression in these last 20 minutes of the half and the game. Oh, Mackay juggles with his first pass, but eventually takes, what a nightmare that would have been for the fella who's been knocked on from his first touch of the club. But he didn't, he kept hold of it. Now, this is Saint-Hilaire, but he tries to escape but couldn't get away. Right, Broadbent came in late there. This is Sheridan inside to McDermott. Looking to offload, gets the ball away to Sinfield. Sinfield pushes away the first tackle, but he's eventually brought down there by Paul Hyton. Jackson finds Sheridan. Sheridan has final outside. He's still going, Ryan Sheridan. He's brought down 18 metres out from the red line. Can the Rhinos get another score here? Jackson to Harris on the runaround. Harris pushes off the first tackle. Tries to get the ball away. Does to Carl Pratt. Good run in now. This is Carl Pratt looking to evade the tackle. Gets the ball away to McDermott. McDermott was well wrapped up. This is Pratt who's running around his own path. Sinfield to Hay. But Hay can't keep hold of the ball. It's knock on. And Cummins collects it, but good kept the defensive line there, Salford. Weren't trusted, and eventually Leeds made the mistake.
Yeah, it was good defence, but the handling from the Rhinos is just brilliant this second half. They really are moving the ball, they're releasing the ball in the tackle, they're going forward, they've got pace, they've got many support. And Salford, in this phase of the day, is just doing well to hang on to them. Hang on to them is what they're doing, and when you look at what they're hanging on to now, you wonder why they've conceded 3 quick tries in this second half that's seen the game just drift away from them. Salford get on with it quickly in the shape of Jason Nicol. Great speed of the tackle. Salford losing ground. Pinkney the pass away. Straightens up, but the Rhinos' defence really has gone up several notches this second half. Nice little pass on. Oh, great pass on. Now's a chance for Tassel. Comes inside, gets his pass on to Wainwright. Wainwright finds support, well taken. Still going well for the Reds. Reds really moving that ball convincingly. Going forward, still tackles to spare now. Going along the line, looking good, looking good. Over into space. The runners, the chasers are there. But what matters is it's the Leeds man comes up with the ball.
Great one-handed take there by Francis Cummins. Really has shown an air of confidence in this game. This is Mackay. Mackay dries it up 25 metres out from the Leeds line and start this set of six. This is McDermott looking for a break, just bounces off the first tackle. Player is being held down is Barry McDermott. Jackson finds Sheridan. Sheridan out to Harris. Harris on to Barnhill. He's on the run around. Barnhill looking to get the ball away, but his options were closed down. Jackson finds Matthew. Matthew dummies once and then takes it up. But Wainwright and Smith are in on the tackle. Jackson to Sheridan. Sheridan with the kick on the last tackle. It bounces between Broadbent and Chris Tassel, but then they come out with it now. Looking to push away, but Sheridan and Harrison on the tackle.
Working hard on defence. Excellent handling from the Salford City Reds in their previous attack. Everton level, working hard at trying to find opening. One pass out. Oops, and Tassel drops it. Down by his feet.
It's brought down 42 metres out from the Rhinos line. Harris, who steady kick up to the 30-metre line. Leeds now, we're looking to get a quick play of the ball, and Carl Kirkpatrick actually intercepted the ball there. Maybe he fancies to try himself. This is Jamie Matthews still going. Powers himself away, 17 away from the line. This is Harris, Harris to Hay. Hay running straight at the Salford defence, but he's eventually brought down. 12 out. And so plays pulled back. This is Jason Nichol getting a stern talking to from referee Carl Kirkpatrick. Can't quite see what happened there. So he's given a penalty. Plays come all the way across. Can't quite see that. This is McDermott on the charge. Brandon McDermott still going. Looking to get over the touchline. Now this is Mackay, can he score a try in his debut? Powers his way. Well, that's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. For the man on his debut, he's only been on the pitch 15 minutes and he's got a try and hopefully there's a count for the club. Twisted and turned, very similar to Keith Senior, the player he's come on for his try in the first half. He spinned and turned out of the tackle and scored in the corner, and he'll be absolutely delighted. Now Harris from the touchline. Got the legs and the direction again. He hasn't struggled all night with the legs and some of the kicks. Just the direction. He's had an off day with the boots. Has just been kicked a couple from the touchline early on, but missed more in the second half. Still, Leeds plenty of work to do. Now they'd like to really make a point here tonight that Leeds are back. Beware Super League. So now Salford get the game back underway. The game really has run away from them in this second half. Since they scored the try right at the start of the half, it stung Leeds into action. Now Jackson finds Chev Walker. Chev Walker up to the 30-metre line before he's dragged back by 4 Salford defenders. Certainly no lack of effort from them. McDermott offloads to Jackson. Jackson still going. Wainwright in on the tackle though, dragged him down on the 40-metre line. Centre-Lair opts to go himself from dummy half, but he's just caught by the ankles there. Great to cover tackle there by John Duffy. This is Jamie Matthew looking to offload, looking to throw it out the back door, but he's eventually dragged to the floor there by James Smith. And Jackson out to Harris. Harris, long missed pass out to Mackay. Mackay looks like a kick through, but it bounces lovely for Broadbent, who are able to bring it away up to the 20-metre line before he's met by the Rhinos defenders.
Looking much spirited now. They had a bad spell in the first half, but the spirit level has increased these last few minutes in spite of the score, in spite of conceding the try. Oh, and that's a long kick to nobody really, other than the Leeds player. Poor play really from John Guthrie.
And the sort of mood Carl Pratt's in tonight, he'll have them for breakfast. This is Centre-Lair. 27 out from his own line. Harris in a dummy half, looks to go himself. Pratt back on his wing. It's a massive mismove out to him. Can Chev Walker get the ball away? He can't, he's just tackled there. Did well though, the youngster, to take that ball. Barnhill running himself. Dummy to McDermott, looks to get the ball away. He does to Sheridan. Sheridan running across the line, finds Sinfield. Sinfield straight into play up. Well done there, Kevin Sinfield. Did well to straighten the play up from the halfway line. This is Sheridan. Sheridan has Hay outside him. Hay, dummies, goes himself. Still going Andy Hay. Will he make it to the line? Oh, looked to have drifted forward that pass. It certainly did. Andy Hay's last pass to Francis Cummins, just drifting forward there by a good metre, and Leeds denies the next try.
Salford certainly not letting this game go without a fight. But the Salford players out in front of us in some significant and considerable discomfort. To go is off the field. Paul Hampton, great pace when he has the opportunity in space. Paul Marlow replaces him, and that will be the end of Paul Hampton's game. 10 minutes gone, 10 minutes to go rather. Could have had their sleepy spells in this game, but they've also had their spells of with great credit to their determination. Like that. Marlow going forward. But so far been good enough to defence. And Malcolm Olker sets off on his own. Great pace from Olker. Nice play from Olker. Good hand from the Salford City Reds. Oh, what a terrible pass from James Smith. 2 men in support and the ball goes behind them. And that a disappointing end to another good period of play from the Salford City Reds, led by Malcolm Olker up the middle.
Yeah, that was a good passage of play for the Reds there. Just unfortunate, got a bit carried away in the better to make sure the man gets the ball than just to force the pass. Harris takes the ball low, running through. This is Mackay. Oh, that was certainly questionable whether that was forward. He had to stretch behind him and pick it up, did Mackay, and he was nearly on for his second try in his debut. So Salford will have header feed and look to come away and try an early kick, and it could work out for them here. Oh, it is going to... Oh, no. Pinckney over on the far side. Unfortunately, he has had a storming game on defence, but he just couldn't take the ball there. The try line was begging and he just couldn't catch the ball.
Yeah, I mean, a kick's always an option in the game, but Salford are having to rely on it far too often. That time, if he'd taken it clean, he would have said, what a great kick. He didn't, and these Rhinos are looking dangerous, looking as though they can score from anywhere now.
Not like that, they won't. Ball goes behind Harris, and centre-lay has to collect it, and he's driven back to just short of the 10-metre line. Jackson finds it Dermot. Dermot powers his way up. So 15 outs from the Rhinos line. We've got 7 minutes remaining. This is David Barnhill running at the angle, creating space for himself. Jackson finds Matthew. Matthew dummies to Hay and then gives the ball to Andy Hay. Andy Hay steps through the challenge. Still going Andy Hay, looking for runners either side of him, but there were just Salford players swarming all over him. Oh, and he pulls down there. Oh, Jackson puts the kick through underneath the post. It's collected there by Salford. They look to run it out. Can they go over the line? They can do. But, oh, that's dreadful refereeing. Absolutely business.
So Slappy play the ball, but Salford rescue the situation, and Leeds don't score a try in that attack. And Salford come up with the ball again. And that way you lose it. Well, Salford have done so much better these last 10 minutes or so. I just wonder why they couldn't take this up the whole of the game, because they've certainly had the ebbs and flows, the Salford effort, and they've looked good when they've been flowing, but why we've seen the ebb and that's the shuttle. And so this fixture for the Rhinos is going to put Salford next to bottom, looking pretty ominous from the league point of view.
The South Stand sing Carl Pratt's name as he's announced as man of the match. Jackson finds Lawford. Lawford out to centre leg, giving him a run around from full-back. Now Harris goes across the face of the Salford defence, still going. Destin Harris inside to Chev Walker. Chev Walker, can he straighten up and find the line? Look to get the ball away. There was a hand there from Salford. And Leeds still have the ball. This is Carl Pratt going across the field, looking for the hat-trick as well as his man of the match. He powers away, does he know? He's pulled back there by Wainwright, good play by Mike Wainwright, pushing the player over. This is ridiculous, referee. Get a grip. Now Jackson puts the kick through. Will he collect? He does. Barry McDermott collects the ball to score the try. The referee has just lost complete control of this game in the last 5 minutes. People say he's got a bad reputation, Kurt Patch, in his performance this year, but he's not doing themselves any favours. His deliberate push there at the play, as it was Leeds, and enough skill in themselves to not rely on a useless referee, and got away and got the try through McDermott.
Disappointing start to the season for the Salford City Reds after they promised so much in the cup run. But here at 42-16 in the end, as we've seen year after year at Headingley, it's the Leeds Rhinos who just don't seem to be able to lose here against the Salford City Reds. Certainly Salford missing the inspiration of Darren Brown and Martin Crompton tonight. Let's hope they can soon be back in action. Of course, we're still not seeing Graham Holroyd in first team action since his injury in January. And you can still see with a full strength squad, a full team, that isn't even going 10 metres, so that's a penalty to the Rhinos.
Oh dear. Well, it's not your day, it's not your day, and that's that hasn't even made the 10, that kickoff. Jackson gives the ball to Harris. Harris kicks to the touchline. Will he make it? Oh, nearly. Just bounced before it got there. So Leeds have this ball 25 metres out from the Salford line. This is Jamie Matthew. Oh, he slipped on the turf. The easiest tackle Mike Wainwright will ever have in his life. This is Hay. Hay out to Barnhill. Barnhill looking to get the offload away. He's up to the 10-metre line. Good run in from the Australian second rower. This is Harris. Harris changes the direction, but no one's waiting for it. But this is Mackay. Graham Mackay on his debut. He's already got a try in the bag. This is McDermott on the run around. Finds Lawford. Lawford just caught by the ankles. Oh, he throws the ball wild out the back door. Jackson to Harris. Harris going backwards though. Finds Andy Hay. Andy Hay straightens up down the middle. He offloads, but Lawford now collects. Lawford spins and goes himself, but he's brought down there. Now Harris finds Sinfield. Sinfield, did it open up for him? It has now. Can he get the ball away? Still going, Kevin Sinfield. He's brought down a metre short of the line. They'll go to the short side now, Leeds. Harris just takes it with one hand. Looking to get the ball away is Chev Walker to find Carl Pratt. Carl Pratt puts a little kick through. He looked to have been blocked there. No. Just too strong a kick from Pratt there. Desperate to get his hat-trick and his man of the match performance. But we're in added time now. 42 points to 16 for the Rhinos. And they've returned to form tonight. They have a trip to London on Friday night, which I know the Reds need as much a win as the Rhinos do. But you can get the win down at London on Friday. Then we've got our usual tough trip over to the Boulevard the following Sunday. And then Bradford and Wigan here at Headingley in consecutive weeks. To cap off May, a trip down to the jungle to face the Tigers. So certainly the Rhinos needed a win tonight, both to lift themselves after Saturday and also to kick-start the season again. Knock on by the Reds, so Leeds will have heading feet at the scrum. They can come away over here. Chev Walker getting a bit of altercation there with Wainwright. He's getting a bit petulant as the game's drifted away from the Reds. And now he's calling out Chev Walker. Now that incident has happened a good 2 minutes before. He hasn't even seen it, Carl Kirkpatrick. He's had the whisper in the ear and now he's decided to pay some attention to it. So he doesn't even know what he's talking about there. Lawford to feed the scrum here. Sinfield feeds the ball to the short side. Lawford puts the kick through. It's too strong from Lawford by half. And so Salford will have the ball on the 40-metre line. Head and feed to them. So the Packs might as well have just stayed bound there for all that ammo. Nothing's happened there. The Packs could have just stood there and just waited for the ball to be fed into the other side.
And Salford really defending well in those last few minutes to keep Leeds out. You wouldn't think they were 42-16 down, they're fighting hard. A lot to admire about the Salford City Reds performance. But the Leeds Rhinos up so quickly, partly under pressure. And Remedies and Watkins face around the down minute. John Duffy running and threatening and probing. The Rhinos putting down. And that's Alka with a kick. Skinner sit up. And taken nicely by Sinclair.
This will surely be the last set of 6 of the match. Sinclair is brought down there by Alka. Harris has the ball now. Finds Francis Cummins, who's come across from his wing, still going across the field. Is Francis Cummins for a break. And that is the final hooter. And Leeds have won 42 points to 16, a return to form. Man of the match, Carl Pratt with 2 tries, try for Deverton, Graham Mackay, and also tries for Sheridan. And so Leeds returning to form, 42 points to 16, and dragging themselves up that Tetley Super League table.